জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী। জয় গোপী জনবল্লভ জয় গিরিবর ধারী জয় গিরিবর ধারী। গোপী জন বল্লভ জয় গিরিবর ধারী জয় গিরিবর ধারী। যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন যশোদানন্দন ব্রজ জনরঞ্জন। যমুনা তীরা বন চারে যমুনা তীর বন চারে রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী। জয় রাধা মাধব জয় কুঞ্জ বিহারী। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে। Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Krishna Chandra, Radha Krishna Chandra Radhe. Jaya Nidai Gauranga, Jaya Nidai Gauranga, Nidai Gauranga, Jaya Nidai Gauranga. Jaya Brahmana Shima, Jaya Brahmana Shima, Brahmana Shima, Jaya Brahmana Shima. Shima Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishwada Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Stottara Shehi Dwan Grace Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Gandhara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam तथो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेष भद्रेष नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैस्तिकी. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 3, chapter number 19, text number 1. Maitreya uvacha avadharya virinchasya nirvyalika amratam nirvalikamratam vachaha nirvyalikamratam vachaha nirvyalikamratam vachaha prahasya prema garbhena prahasya prema garbhena prahasya prema garbhena tad apangena sa agrahi tad apangena sograhi tad apangena sograhi. Maitreya uvacha avadharya virinchasya nirvyalikamratam vachaha sa praharsha prema garbhena tad apangena so grahi. Maitreya uvacha avadharya virinchasya nirvalikamratam vachaha praharsha prema garbhena tad apangena so grahi. Maitreya uvacha avadharya virinchasya nirvalikamratam vachaha praharsha prema garbhena tad apangena so grahi. Maitreya uvacha avadharya virinchasya nirvyalikamratam vachaha praharsha prema garbhena tad apangena so grahi. Maitreya uvacha avadharya virinchasya nirvyalikamratam vachaha praharsha prema garbhena tad apangena so grahi. What one meaning? Maitreya uvacha, Maitreya said, avadharya, after hearing, virinchasya, O Lord Brahma, nirvyalika, free from all sinful purposes, amratam, nectarian, vachaha, was, prahasya, hardly laughing, prema garbhena, laden with love, those words, abhangena, with a glance, saha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, agrahi, accepted. Translation in purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Sri Maitreya said, after hearing the words of Brahma, the Creator, which were free from all sinful purposes, and as is as sweet as nectar, the Lord heartily laughed and accepted his prayers with a glance laden with the love. Translation with repetition. Sri Maitreya said, after hearing the words of Brahma, the Creator, which were free from all sinful purposes, and as sweet as nectar, the Lord heartily laughed and accepted his prayer with a glance of laden with love. Purport. The word Nirvyalika is very significant. The prayers of the demigods or devotees of the Lord are free from all sinful purposes. But the prayers of the demons are always filled with sinful purposes. The demon Hiranyaksha became powerful by deriving a boon from Brahma, and after attaining that boon, he created a disturbance because of his sinful intentions. The prayers of the Brahma and other demigods are not to be compared to the prayers of the demons. Their purpose is to please the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Lord smiled and accepted the prayers to kill the demon. Demons, who are never interested in praising the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they have no information of Him, go to the demigods, and in Bhagavad Gita this is condemned. Persons who go to the demigods and pray for advancement in sinful activities are considered to be bereft of all intelligence. Demons have lost all intelligence because they do not know what is actually their self-interest. Even if they have information of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they decline to approach Him. It is not possible for them to get their desired boons from the Supreme Lord because their purposes are always sinful. It is said that the dacoits in Bengal used to worship the goddess Kali for fulfillment of their sinful desires, to plunder others' property. But they never went to Vishnu temple because they might have been unsuccessful in praying to Vishnu. Therefore, the prayers of the demigods or the devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are always untinged by sinful purposes. This ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshulmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachayini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhavshyati Deshatarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. These are the beginning words of this chapter. The killing of the demon Hiranyaksha. In the previous Shri Radha Krishna Shri Nitai Shri Prabhupada. The previous chapter, the battle between Lord Bhor and Hiranyaksha. So Lord Bhor and Hiranyaksha, they fighting, and Brahma and arrived the sight, and Brahma witnessed the terrible fight between Lord Bhor and Hiranyaksha. And Lord Brahma is offer a prayer to the Lord. The previous chapter ending with the prayers of the Lord Brahma. So where Brahma is telling, my dear Lord, this demon has proved to be a constant pinprick to the demigods, the brahmanas, the cows, and innocent persons who are spotless, and always depend upon the worship your lotus feet. He has become a source of fear by unnecessarily harassing them, since he has attained a boon from me. He has become a demon, always searching for a proper combat, wandering all over the universe for this infamous purpose. So, Lord, my dear Lord, there is no need to play with this serpentine demon, who is always very skilled in conjuring the tricks and is arrogant, self-sufficient, and most wicked. My dear Lord, you are infallible. Please kill this sinful demon before demonic hours arise and he presents another formidable approach favorable to him. You can kill him by your internal potency without doubt. So all these prayers Brahma is offering to the Lord, and finally concluded, this demon, luckily for us, has come of his own accord to you, and his death is ordained by you. Therefore, exhibiting your ways, kill him in the duel and establish the world in peace. So Brahma offered the prayer, Lord. The Brahma is requested the Lord because it was like a plea. Lord is all powerful. For the Lord to kill a Hiranyaksha, you don't need to come to kill him. His internal potency or external potency is so powerful. Whatever the powerful demon, the Lord able to kill. As Lord appeared for take pleasure to fight, pleasure of fighting. The Lord also, the Prabhupada said, Lord also has the tendency, okay, you also enjoy the fighting spirit. So that's the reason Lord came and enjoying his vast time fighting with this demon Hiranyaksha. So Brahma is offered a prayer, but now Brahma's prayer here Maitreya is continuing. Maitreya is telling, after hearing the words of Brahma, so Lord hear the prayers of the Lord Brahma. After hearing the words of Brahma, the Creator Brahma, which were free from all the sinful purposes. Nirvalika, if Prabhupada say in our purport, the word Nirvalika is very significant. The prayers of the demigods or the devotees of the Lord are free from all sinful purposes. So Nirveli means free from sinful purposes. So Lord Brahma is offered a prayer. It is free from sinful purposes. And is also Amritam Vachaha. Amritam, the words of the Lord Brahma is as sweet as nectar. Because Brahma was not having any enviousness. And Brahma as a pure devotee, he has the love for the Lord. So that's the reason whatever offering of the prayer of the Brahma is very pleasing to the Lord. That's the reason the Lord heartily laughed. So Lord is loved at the prayers of the Brahma. Because Brahma is thinking, but Brahma was offering the prayer, okay, don't play with this Hiranyaksha, he is a serpentine demon. So he advised of the Brahma, Lord is heartily laughed and accepted his prayers with a glance laden with the love. So Lord is accepted the prayers of Lord Brahma with a glance of laden with the love. Laden with the love means it is very heavy, full of love. So Lord's love and his feeling for his devotees are very much concerning. So he is very much pleased. Now Prabhupada say in the purport, the prayers of the demigods and devotees are free from the sinful purposes, but prayers of the demons are always filled with the sinful purposes. Demon Hiranyaksha become powerful by deriving a boon from Brahma, and after attaining the boon, he has created a disturbance because sinful reactions. Now, Devatar are offering a prayer, are approaching a Lord. Because Devatas already satisfied, or the pure devotees, Prabhupada say, Devatas and the pure devotees, they don't offer a prayer for their own personal sense gratification. Not any personal benefit. That is the reason their prayers are free from the sins. Okay, there is a prayers or praising someone for his own personal benefit or personal gain. Such prayers involve some sinful. The personal gain means sense gratification. Any personal gain means sense gratification. And such personal gain someone is offering a prayer, it leads to sinful activity. But Brahma as a pure devotee, he not have any material desire for enjoyment. And again, the Brahma was not have a threat from the demon, Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha is the threat for the Devatas. Now, when a devotee is offering a prayer, a devotee offers a prayer to the Lord out of gratitude, not for any personal benefit. Out of gratitude, because a devotee always have feelings that Lord is supply everything for me, and such a great Lord, I should be grateful. So that's the reason. So any time a devotee sees the Lord, he offer prayer out of the gratitude. Or sometime a devotee will offer a prayer for the benefit of the conditioned souls. Like Prahlad Maharaj is offer a prayer to Narasimha Deva. Prahlad Maharaj not have any desire of his own, but still he asked Narasimha Deva, if at all you want to benedict something, you please release all these conditioned souls from the clutches of Maya. So that means a devotee not have any personal purpose of prayer. You may pray for others' benefit. So this is one of the reasons why a devotee is offering a prayer. It is free from the sinful reactions. Sinful reactions happens only for his own sense gratification. Otherwise, sometime offer the devotees offer prayer when a devotee is overwhelmed with the love for the Lord. The great devotees, they offer the Lord, simply glorify. So now there is a number of examples you see in the history of Vedic literature. The Srimad Bhagavatam itself, a number of prayers offered by the devotees are the glorification of the Lord. When a devotee is developed a love for the Lord, there is a tendency, wherever there is a love, lover is loved one, appraising. That is natural. Even in the material world also. If someone is developed love for someone, and loved one is praised, to whom you love. Similarly, in a spiritual practice also, a devotee develops the love for the Lord. So he also offer prayers to the Lord. Normally here Prabhupada say, demons never approach the Lord Vishnu. But a demon will approach any personal desires, he approach a demigod. Same example, how Raksha approached Brahmadev. So demons say, here the Lord say, who are the intelligent is taken over by the Maya or material desires. Such person approach the demigod. Kamasair tadajnana yajantehi anya devata. Kamasair hridajnana prabhadyante anya devata. Tam tam niyamam asthaya prakriti niyataha swaya. Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender unto demigods and follow the particular rules and regulations of the worship according to their own nature. Prabhupada says, those who are freed from all the material contamination surrender unto the Supreme Lord and engage in his devotion service. As long as the material contamination is not completely washed up, they are by nature non-devotees. But even those who have material desires and who resort of Supreme Lord are not so much attracted by the external nature, because by approaching the right goal, they soon become free from all the material lust. Even a person is approach a Lord for the material desires, and is really develop the devotion service when he is free from all the sinful tendency. But even a person is approaching Lord for some material desires, such material desire, such worship of Lord Vishnu purifies. Example, in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, Diti approached Kashyapa. So because Diti is envious of Indra. So once Diti was serving Kashyapa very nicely, because service of the Diti, Kashyapa is very much satisfied. Kashyapa Muni asked Diti, okay, now I am very much pleased with you. You ask any benediction, I'll bless you. Diti told to Kashyapa, okay, he asked Kashyapa, so I want a son. You should kill Indra. So by promising Kashyapa, Indra also Kashyapa's son from the Aditi. So Kashyapa, he promised, so he can't take back the promise. So now Kashyapa started thinking, and finally somehow to manage. So Kashyapa asked Diti to undergo a penance for 1 year. Then he will be blessed with the son. So Kashyapa has asked Diti to follow a vrata named Pumsavana Vrata. So Diti underwent a Pumsavana Vrata. Is a strict rules and regulation to follow, and every day offering rituals, prayers to the Lord Narayana and Lakshmi. And there are so many rules and regulations to follow, and keep herself is very clean and pure. So she performed the Pumsavana Vrata for a long time. And Indra also knew that, okay, she performed a vrata to get a son to kill Indra, him. So Indra has planned to somehow finish up the child. So he came and he also served Diti and wait for a day, one day to finish up this embryo. So, but Indra was have the intention of wrong intention, but because Diti was following very strictly the rules and regulations of the Pumsamana Vrata, Indra not able to do anything. One day, the Diti had her prasadam and without washing mouth, leg, foot and hands, she went to sleep. This is a contamination because that vrata has to be followed very strict purity. So Indra took a chance and entered the womb of Diti and beaten by Vajrayudha to that embryo inside, and is split into 7. And all of a sudden, when you start crying loudly, again Indra's beat all the 7 and split into another 7, and total it's 49. So Then they offer the prayers to Indra, and Indra is further not dead. Then these 49 children came out from the womb of the mother, Diti. And because Diti is, and they become, because Diti was performing Vishnu's sacrifice, Pumsamana Vritha, all these children become devotees. There's demonic tendency. Her idea was to kill the Indra, but because she is performing the rituals for please the Lord, all these children become devotees, Marutas. And they become the brother of Indra. They not fight. And Diti also, because of performing so many long time, Vritha, she also very compassion to Indra. She lost her envious nature. So this is what happens if someone is worshipping Vishnu, even though desire is some sinful. It purifies his sinful tendency. That was here say, a devotee's prayers are nirvalika, is free from sins. Even is approach a Lord for such tendency vanishes. Another example, Dhruva Maharaj's approach Lord for some material benefit. And he also have the tendency of lording it over tendency, like you, because he envious of his own stepmother. When he worshipped the Lord Vishnu, Lord appeared, okay, first of all, okay, his material desires are vanished. Second thing, Dhruva has also lost his envious nature to his own stepmother. She insulted him. So, this is the beauty of worshipping Lord Vishnu. The first thing, okay, someone is worshipping Lord Vishnu, you don't bless him with such benediction, putting his devotees committing more and more sins. So that is the reason anyone worshipper the Vishnu is always protected, whatever the intention is, maybe worshipping the Lord. So, otherwise, he is worshipping a demigod, okay, demigod will bless him. And whatever blessings or benediction is got from the demigods, he directly utilized in some sense gratification. Such sense gratification put in more and more sinful activities. That's the reason Lord is telling, Kamasari satajnanaha yanti anya devataha, who is run up to the material desires, they worship the Lord Devatas. And such Devata worship, Lord is condemned in Bhagavad Gita. Why condemned? Because Lord want to make everyone is free from the sinful activity and go back to his own abode. Unlimited happiness to experience. But anyone engaged in the worship of Devatas, such person is very difficult. It's not possible to get out of the sinful tendency. Because someone is worshipping the Devatas, and such benediction indulge in committing more and more sins. And unless a person is free from the sins, performing devotion service is not possible. There's a reason for a devotee is always vigilance about, okay, any sins you're committing in his devotional practices. Because one is not making is free from the sinful tendency or sinful activities what you're performing. And unfortunately, okay, everyone has practicing devotees in the path of devotion service. We are not purified the senses. When pure senses are not purified, and senses have the tendency to enjoy the material enjoyment. So unless the senses are purified, the force of sense gratification is exist. Lord says the seating places of lust, sense. So these are the sinful activities will be subdued by purifying the senses. And purify the senses is possible Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, by practicing the devotion services very seriously. And serious practice of devotion services cleanses the senses. And when the senses are cleansed, all those senses don't try to take any pleasure from the material things. And those senses will take pleasure from service of the Lord. And this is the way a devotee will be safe and he progress in devotion service very fast. Rishikena Rishikesha Shevanam Bhakti Ruddha. Engage all the senses in the service of the Lord. So, so devotee should, one is keep himself is safe from the sinful tendencies, because as far as we commit the sins, our devotion practice will be hampered. If you don't, that's what you say, the Prabhupada is telling. Because even though demons have the information, the demons are not have information of the Supreme Lord, because they are in demonic nature or sinful tendency, the Maya will cover. Demons' intelligence is covered by the Maya. That's the reason they are not able to understand. Even Lord is there in front of the Hiranyaksha, he is not understanding this Supreme Lord. When Lord was there as a Krishna, Duryodhana was not able to understand he is the Lord. So demons have lost. Prabhupada say, the persons who go to the demigods and pray for the advancement in the sinful activities are considered to be bereft of all intelligence. Demons have lost all intelligence because they do not know what is actually their self-interest. The demons don't know what is the real. They think that, okay, this sense gratification is the great. That's the reason they engage in the sense gratification. So this one is enjoyment. There is no enjoyment beyond this. So, because devotees know that this is a temporary enjoyment. For the devotee is very clear, this is a temporary enjoyment, and there is no point in engage in this sense gratification, because sense gratification brings more and more sins. So that is the reason a devotee always keep away from the sense gratification. Actually, they are self-interested. Even if they have information of the Supreme Personality Godhead, they decline to approach Him. It's not possible for them to get their desired boons from the Supreme Lord, because their purpose is always sinful. So, the demonic people's purpose is always sinful. That's the reason they don't get any benediction from the Supreme Lord for such demonic people. So, if someone wants the blessings from the Lord, and we should approach the Lord with free from all these tendencies. So that what the teaching Prabhupada asked us to in devotional practices. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tatparetvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha shelam sevanam bhakti ruchyate. So, give up all upadis, some sense gratification in the material world. Give up all. Engage everything in the service of the Lord. For the devotee is very important to keep these all things in mind in devotional practices. so that his advancement is certain. Otherwise, these are the example set in the Bhagavatam to learn and adopt in our life, so that our progress will be the fast in devotion services. When you experience the real enjoyment of then, and one is lose interest for all this material enjoyment. Otherwise, if you don't give up the material enjoyment, you not access to the spiritual enjoyment, then you remain in material enjoyment, not able to experience the highest enjoyment available for all by practicing the devotion services. Okay, Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.